Kodak dropped an album titled Self Bill or something like that. Bill Israel, my bad, Bill Israel. I had to look at it. And I gotta say, hold on, I'm sorry. And I gotta say that it was pretty terrible. It was pretty terrible. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was pretty terrible. And for him to drop this album on a random Wednesday, you could tell that he's in jail, or you can tell that he's not part of society, because who the hell drops their album on a Wednesday? A Wednesday night. On a hump day. Alright, no one dropping their album on a hump day. 11 tracks. Also, I was very surprised because, you know, going into this album, I didn't expect too much, you know, right? You know, that's kind of just the expectation you have to go into nowadays with newer art, or not the current trap artists, or whatever you want to call them. If you guys don't know, man, I definitely slept on Paint and Pictures. It is probably the second album I'm going to put on my series whenever I do start it, of albums I slept on. You guys already know what the first album is. Paint and Pictures was an amazing album, especially being from South Florida and kind of just understanding and hearing everything Kodak was talking about. I think that once you get past Kodak's voice, a lot of the squeamish, you know, moans, once you get past that, then you can kind of appreciate the work that Kodak does. Now, the album Bill Israel, I gotta say, I only like 2 tracks on here, at most. One track made my playlist, which was Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. That's why I didn't actually put a full reaction. That's why I didn't put a reaction here, because I felt that there was no need. Now, hey, that's my shit. Now, I gotta say, man, like, that track right there gave me, you know, vintage Kodak vibes. The production was great. You know, I think that his voice matched well with that kind of beat. It was very playful. It was very cool. Remember the Times also was the next track, the intro track that I freaking was indifferent about. But then after listening to it a couple more times, I actually liked it, man. You know, just hearing kind of just Kodak kind of reflect. I think that's when Kodak's really in his bag, when he's reflecting, when he's, you know, talking about, you know, the upbringing, you know, the struggle, just him being himself, him being a real nigga, I guess you could say. So I think that, you know, Kodak hasn't changed in that regard, but the production all throughout this album was just terrible. I felt like the mixing was terrible. Tory Lanez did his thing on the feature. I thought that was pretty cool. A lot of you guys are saying this is a throwaway album. You're right, this is a throwaway album. Throw it away in the trash. This is exactly what this album is. Dummy Green has to be the worst track I've ever heard in 2020, maybe in the last 5 years. That has to be the worst track. And I know Tooley's in this bit, mean, because Tampa says bit all the goddamn time. Bit. Plies, bit. I say bit. You know, like, I get it. I know the slang. Just because I know the slang does not help. It does not help it. Alright, it's still trash. I just think that, you know, for him to be in jail, yes, okay, I can give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he was in jail. You know, he was probably making a lot of these tracks through phone. I don't know. Maybe it was studio play. Maybe it wasn't. I really don't know. I just know that I think that Kodak Black is out of touch with what sounds great now, and I think that his production played a big part in why a lot of these tracks didn't sound great, because when you really listen to it, this is the same Kodak we've heard, right? I don't think anything has changed from his rapping style, from his voice. Nothing has really changed. So you could say that Kodak was a fad, which I don't agree with. I just think that his production was just not there. Kodak is unique in his own way, because the way he raps is while it may not be good to a lot of people, it is still unique in its own way. And unique is going to sell in today's music. You gotta understand that. Being different, having something that's not been done before is going to sell in music. And that's what I think a lot of people don't. Look at 645 AR, right? As much as trash as he is, he's selling. I don't want to, the album, look, what? Well, how do you, my thing is, how do you review albums like this? How do you go into a full analysis into an album that's so terrible? That's all I want to know. I gave you guys the tracks that I liked. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo is the only track that I put on my playlist. Remember the Times is the other track that I kind of enjoyed. Dummy Green is the worst track I've heard in the last 5 years. And when Lil Yachty is the highlight of your album, and has the best, well, not the highlight, but has the best verse in your album, then you have a problem. By the way, Lil Yachty did a great job on that verse. I definitely love Lil Yachty on that verse, and Tory Lanez on the feature. He having a few features like that. I'm surprised he even had features on here. My question is, how did he even get out of jail to have time? Well, you know, he in celebrity jail, but when did he have time to record? I know that in jail you have a lot of time on your hands. You basically can write a whole novel in jail. I get that, but to actually put it on a beat and have studio quality, my thing is, if you release something, it's released. I don't care what you say. Demo, like, there's no. If it's released, I'm talking about leaks. I'm not talking about, you know, I'm talking about if it's released as an album that your label releases. That's not a throwaway to me. That's an album that dropped for you. And this is something you got to accept. Look, guys, I think it's trash. I think it's very terrible. I don't think it's good at all. The mixing is not there. The production is not there. Kodak sounds very horrible with his moaning on a lot of these tracks. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo is the only vintage Kodak track that I could say I fuck with. And that's about it, man. I don't want to go on too much about it. Screaming, you know, it's trash. Like, I don't want to go too much about it. All right. If you liked it, you liked it. That's cool. I just say I don't like it, and we're going to keep it like that. Get a comment box below, man. Let me know all that good stuff. I'm social media in here. Give me your opinions, man. Let me know what you think. Like always, 3,000 likes to get new vinyl on the wall. And yeah, again, it was a review. If you want to watch the full video, it is on Patreon. We're going to put it on Patreon. And yeah, man, full videos will always usually be on Twitch as well. If you want to follow me on Twitch, you can do that. But we're going to keep it like that, man. I won't do too much talking. I said what I said. Yeah, we out. If I had to get... Should I give it a rating? If I have to get a rating, man... 4 out of 10. Nah, 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Till next time, we out. Peace.